Right, we're just entering Lark Lane. There's a Chippy we're going to call back on in a few minutes. It's a pretty noisy street.
Yeah.
Regular cod and chips. Right, we've just called in at Andy's, as you saw where we walked past there for a second. Fabulous Chippy. As soon as it opened, it was heaving. Loads of people in there. And once we got our order, everything was paid for. Sue started handing out the cards, didn't she? Hand over fist. So let's get stuck into this. I'm going to go straight for the salt and pepper sumai. How's that? £5.50. But do you remember, sumai is quite expensive, so that's not a bad price. So I'm going to get myself one of them. There's plenty of onion in there as well. I'm going to close that lid up so that Sue can do one. So have a look at that. Looks nice, doesn't it? We do love our sumai. We do like our salt and pepper in Liverpool. Salt and pepper, anything. The Irish spice bag is very similar to our salt and pepper chips and our salt and pepper chicken when we have the little crispy bits of chicken. But the Irish spice bag is slightly different. They'll add things to it, like a curry powder or curry mix or chili mix. But the chicken is generally a lot thicker, and they'll add a curry sauce with it, like an Irish curry sauce ideally. So you can open the bag up, pour all that on top of it, and there's not a lot in it. There's just that little bit of difference. So we've got their regular cod and chips. How's that look? Looks all right, doesn't it? Oh, that's a nice piece of cod. How good does that look? Oh, that is good. Yeah. The chips. The chips are a real mash-up. Some seem to be cooked more than others. I should get past where the fish was. Yeah, there's a few bits and pieces going on in here. But okay. But like I say, it's a real mash. But there's plenty of it. Chips are okay. But the fish is really, really nice. Everything's holding on to a little bit of oil. The chips, like I say, unfortunately, there's not a sort of chip where you could walk round with in a bag. You need a fork for these. But they've not got a bad taste at all. Let's try their curry. Oh, that looks nice. Nice and thick and smooth and spicy. I think that's going to have to be the way to eat these chips. Let's have a look at these mushy peas. They look a bit strange, don't they? Let's give it a stir up and see what happens. Ah, that's better. So the vibrations in the car, because we've had to come down to the front here. Yeah, they're okay. I'll have to take them like that because I don't want too much liquid. That's the only thing, they're very wet. I'll put a few on the end here. They've got a nice subtle flavour to them. We're building up quite a meal there, aren't we? The cod, chips, peas and curry came to £12.50. So that's not bad at all. If you bought the cod separate, it would have been £8. But that was a decent size piece of cod. So yeah, we called into Petite Cafe, and it was just across the street from the Chippy, from Andy's. And it was fabulous. Customer service was great and everything. And that's what was so great about this Chippy. Food's okay. Yeah, chips. Curry was lovely. Peas had a nice flavour, but a bit moist. Fish was lovely. Batter was fine. But the customer service was excellent. Absolutely excellent. There's a lady there, and she wasn't forgetting anybody's order, and she was right on it. The place was nice and clean. The owner, I'm presuming, he was a lovely fella too by the looks of things. He was right on it. But they worked well together, and that's what's important in a fish and chip shop. And it had plenty of custom, that's for sure. And I don't think it was just because it was a busy street. I think people were turning up there because it was a good chippy. And the sumai was really nice. Sue thought it was delicious. I thought it was really nice. So, you know, we'll leave it at that. So it's back to the computer. We'll have a look at a few reviews. A low one somewhere in the middle and mine. So we'll see you there. Well, that was quite a busy day. And it was a Wednesday. So at lunchtime, it's a working day. I don't think there was any holidays on at all. The day before was St. Patrick's Day. Let's get on with some reviews. 1 star. Never got some of our items. Lass, I think, tried to argue, saying she put them in, but we did not receive. 2 star. Nice nuggets, but chips were soggy and flavourless as hell. 5 star. Amazing chippy. Great staff you can have a laugh with. Food is amazing too. I love this chippy. Best around. Mine. 4 star. I love Lark Lane. It's a trendy spot full of cafés, restaurants, and a huge variety of interesting shops. And at the end of the lane, there's access to Sefton Park, with small lakes and beautiful walks, so the shop is in an incredible location. That said, parking might be a problem on busy days, as we found out. The shop is spotlessly clean and tidy, and the staff were polite and welcoming, with the lady serving being a delight. I ordered cod and chips, curry sauce and mushy peas, as well as salt and pepper sumai. The cod was a good size, thick, fresh and delicious, in a light batter. The chips were tasty, though a bit of a mix of soft and firm on the small side, and the fish and chips held a little bit of oil. The mushy peas had a nice, subtle flavour, though slightly wet. You know how I like them. I like to be able to stand a fork up in them. The curry sauce was smooth, thick and tasty, with a gentle kick. The salt and pepper sumai came in a small carton with fried onions, and they had a nice flavour, though a firm texture. Overall, this is your excuse to visit Lark Lane. Grab yourself some good chippy food at a reasonable price and maybe enjoyed in the park at the end of the road, or lane it should be. Cooking in oil, payment cash or card, fish reviewed, cod. Stay on, because we give a little bit of a tour of the lane and the park. See you on the next one. So here we are at the bottom of Lark Lane, heading on up. Here's the chippy that we'll be heading to, and it's not open yet. It'll be open in about half an hour. So it gives us a chance to have a little look at the street. You can see it already starting to build up, getting quite busy. Yeah, it's the ideal place to chill, to relax on one of our rare sunny days. This is different to how it used to be when we used to go. I'm going back a few years now. There was no street seating like this. And just at the top of the road there, just a few hundred yards, meters if you like, further up, you've got Sefton Park. What an incredible park that is.
You got there as well? What is blood? Probably his period blood. She's got blood all over. Oops.
Yeah? There you go. Enjoy.
Wonderful.
Enjoy, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't resist getting a Red Bull there. Sue's not keen on them. She doesn't like the smell. You get into the park at the end of the road. There's cafes in there. There's plenty of space. You can go for long walks. I think it's about 3 miles around if you was to walk around the park. So, and there's plenty of stuff going on inside. Great for kids. Not working with on well. I was surprised by how many young people there were.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if you just want to get a coffee, chill for a little bit, have a wander in the park, it's a perfect location, it really is.
Well, only when I'm on our. How's she doing?
And it's not in the city either, so even better.
The shop.
Yeah, when you saw a little art shop there, that's how it used to be. Kind of hippie-ish as well. So there's all kind of weird shops. I think there's a lot of art shops now, but not like it was. Get yourselves over there. If you know anybody from this video, let them know within the video and give us a comment.
And then I look out and you're like shouting and see what's
Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if there's a hype option, give it a hype as well.
It's the Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for.